It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Let's go, baby! 46, boys, 46.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 5, Mike 5.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills nothing. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready up. Mark 5. You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Herbert now. Got his man, that's Harry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 39, Allen. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Allen shifts by at the 15. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
46, boys, 46.
Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's make these babies.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards to the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Allen. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. My game.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Watch the slant.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Bills 7. Youngway Koo sets the kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Mike 5, Mike 5. Bound to lose one.
Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Strong right.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Fights loose. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Ready. Mike, you gonna see me in your knocker.
Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
46 to Mike.
Allen off the play fake. Forced out to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch safety creep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
My game.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. But I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Herbert back to the air. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And his pass is intercepted from the 5-10 today. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give right side now to Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kareem Hunt. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, tight.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, it's Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd-and-1s, 3rd-and-2s. That's why you draft him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
I got you.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Five's the mic. He don't know no better.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.